There are different types of alchemies, right? There's an alchemy that can do this, can produce that. But one of the alchemy that's not actually been talked about is the one that has to do with an immortal body. And I know that people be like, no, there's no such thing as an immortal person, man. There is. Because you think that only lives in the movies, right? They've robbed you of that. They want you to actually keep thinking of that and say that it is only real when it has to actually come with entertainment. But it is real, man. Immortality does exist, right? But in this world, it can never actually go to that to this deepest traveling, because they can, like, they'll come off to you, man. But I'll explain this. I just hope that I won't actually say things that I'm not actually supposed to actually speak about right now or here. But the true alchemy, man, is the transmutation of the body that is turned into the light body, right? And what is its goal? Like, its goal is to, like, produce an immortal and a construct diamond body, just to transcend the laws of nature, right? Just to transcend the laws of nature. What happens outside of you, man? We're having so many different metals around you with different elements, and that are also connected with the whole entire planet, nature, trees, plants, rocks, all of that, right? And the more when I tell you guys that you need to tap into your meditation side, you're gonna be able, like, in a natural way, you're gonna be able now to connect with all the forms of nature. Then before you know it, if you've actually on the verge of mastering yourself, before you know it, now you're able to manipulate this elements around you, or this metals around you, you know. You're now getting more tapped in. Like, if you're standing next to a tree, you will know that it is way deeper than that, man. If you are, like, literally, like, connected within your mind, you will definitely feel it within that it is way deeper than me having to just stand next to a tree. But I can be able to have this communication and build a relationship with it and start to connect with it, right? It might actually have a communication which you're going to be able to be expanded on and understand what it has to actually say to you, and receive that information and put it in a great use. That is you becoming that alchemist, right? But the more when you tap into the whole entire nature that is within, not outside of you only, right? Having to do your daily meditations, you're literally like having this communication with your feminine energy, which is your kundalini energy. They don't want you to know about this, that the one thing that actually turns you into becoming that full capacity of an alchemist is when you awaken your kundalini, man, from the lowest state of your vertebrae bone, right, into the higher one. And then you reach your God state and you become a fully ascended being, or fully ascended God, whatever you want to call yourself, man, right? It's more like saying that there's so many people who are out here preaching and teaching about spirituality, man. And I know that a lot of you guys think that there's people that actually, like, ascended. They are not at all, right? I know what it takes to be a fully ascended master, bro. And I don't mean to actually talk about it like this, because I know that people, even though I'd actually expand and talk about it more, it's gonna, like, confuse people. But the alchemy side of your being, right, when you're harmonizing energies within that are connected to all of your chakras, now you're going to be able to expand in a sense of you having to connect with the true essence of who you truly are within. You having to harmonize those energies that are connected to your chakras. Like, I know that a lot of you guys, when you hear somebody talk about chakras, the first eye, people will be like, oh my God, this is so interesting. It's way deeper than that, trust me, man. The main goal here, right, is to fully activate your kundalini. The more you do that and you awaken it, and it starts to actually finds the alignment of your chakras, which is better properly aligned, spinning clockwise and anti-clockwise, because that's how your chakras have to actually spin. When they spin clockwise and anti-clockwise, they create the cosmic light that is within you, that shines within and expands in a way that it actually has a way to affect the aura field, to the point that somebody will be like, damn, man, what's actually happening? One time back at school, bro, like a friend of mine used to like once caught me. I remember the day, man, I was running late, and I never actually got a chance to actually close down all of my chakras. And I came to school, and he actually got to notice this, that, bro, like, why is it that your energy, you're like transforming like Goku? That's what he said. And because I was not really aware, because I was like running late, I needed to actually go to school, I had to actually go back to the toilet and close down my chakras, which was like affecting my whole aura, right? Because there's some people that can, like, there's some people that have an eye for it, man, that can actually see especially people who like do witchcraft. They're able to see your aura and the light and the crown that you have and your chakras that are actually connected to all the essence of nature that are able to harmonize energy that might actually protect you, give you essence, give you like some blissfulness that can actually take you from point A to point B spiritually. They can actually see that. So my friend of mine saw that, man, like, damn, he was really amazed. And I told him, like, listen, keep it down, don't tell anybody, don't tell anybody, man, because when your chakras get to be fully aligned, when they spin clockwise and anti-clockwise, and the more they do that, man, they derive, that's when now your diamond body, which harmonizes the energy that has to maintain the immortality inside of you, to actually keep up with the state of the balance that is connected to all of your chakras. So it is way deeper than you having to talk about the first eye, open your third eye. It's not only that, man. You having to tap into it and be that alchemist and wake your kundalini, man, to be at the fullest capacity. I have a Patreon which I'm currently sharing and talking about this whole things, because I realize that there's some people that take this information for granted. There's some people that listen and go copy and start to talk about it but don't even understand anything that's actually happening with what I say or anybody who talks about. That there's a lot which I'm going to teach them in my Patreon, and hopefully people are going to actually connect with it, man. But trust me, it's not for babies, man. You have to be like advanced if you want to actually take your spiritual journey into the next level. And I want to say this, right? I know that a lot of people, I know that you guys might not actually believe me. People that are immortal do exist. Trust me, I know. Like there's a dimension in this planet. I'm not actually talking about the universe B, right? Which is outside of this planet. This is the universe A, but I'm not actually talking about what's happening out there. But there's a dimension in this planet, there's a dimension in this planet that has immortal beings, and only people that are immortal can be able to see this dimension and be able to connect with it. And the reason why this dimension became to be is because it always was going to raise questions into people. Why is it that this person's not aging? Why is it this person is actually acting like this, is living like that? And like the age is actually going, which is not real. Because the government has captured everybody that they need to know when you're gonna die, and how is that you're still living. It's still fresh, still like in your youthful years, but you're having this certain age, right, that actually come after you. Unless if you're part of this cult, which they know that they're gonna keep on like telling people all the time that you're dead when you're actually living. You're like physically immortal. But outside of that, man, there's a dimension that has immortal people. Usually they do come here, they leave their bodies and be in this reality and die like everybody who dies every day. But when they die, they're going back to their dimension, because most of those people have to live their true purpose in this world. They usually come and save a lot of souls. You guys don't know about this at all, but they usually come and save a lot of souls. Every time when I tell you that, like, I'm always working, tapping in and working with different spiritual beings, light beings, man, light cosmic beings. Who you think that I'm talking about? Of course I can't tell you everything, man. I won't actually tell you everything, but you need to know that your immortal body can be in this reality, man, right? And as soon as you become physically immortal, you won't actually be in this plane. You're going to be able to see this dimension and be one with it, man, and come here wishfully, if you like, you want to visit and be in a different side of a being that you want to actually express yourself into. So when you tap in, your meditation side is not only just meditation. You're working your kundalini, right? Which is a long goal, but the expression of it, when you're harmonizing all of these energies that have to connect with your chakras, and you're better aligned, you're able now to become the true form of the alchemy. The one that people never talk about. Now you're able to tap into the black hole. The one that people never want to actually express about. The black hole, which is connected to the feminine energy, the woman, the womb, and all of that. It goes even deep, man. But when I tell you do meditations, your breathing works, man. It's not me just telling you because I feel like, let me tell you. I know what I'm talking about, man. These things are way deeper than you having to actually express your chakras the way that they have to. Like your chakras aligning is just the first class of what needs to actually take place that follows when your kundalini energy, man, starts to actually rise. Pay attention to all the energy work inside of you, man, and you're gonna be able to be tapped in. But just go to my Patreon, man, and subscribe. There's a lot which I'm gonna share for you to actually tap into it and start to like literally, be expanded.